Science Journal for Kids and Teens presents What Can We Learn About Aging from Naked Mole Rats? Adapted from the original peer-reviewed paper in the journal Nature Aging, published on December 23, 2021. Research conducted by Chris Fox, Steve Horvath, Vera Gorbunova, and others at the School of Biological and Chemical Sciences at Queen Mary University of London, the Department of Human Genetics at the David Geffen School of Medicine at the University of California, Los Angeles, and the Departments of Biology and Medicine at the University of Rochester in New York, respectively. See the full list of authors and their affiliations in the accompanying PDF. Read by Miranda Wilson. Abstract. Have you ever heard of a naked mole rat? This rodent is interesting to scientists. That's because their bodies don't age like the bodies of humans or other mammals. They also don't get age-related diseases, such as heart disease or cancer. That's why they can live over 30 years. Scientists are trying to understand how aging works in naked mole rats. This will help them better understand aging in humans. We conducted an analysis of naked mole rat DNA. We wanted to find out if the DNA changed with age. We found that naked mole rats do age on a DNA level, like other mammals. We then analyzed the places where the DNA changed. This analysis helped us predict how these changes might affect the body. We also found that the naked mole rat queens age more slowly than the rest of the naked mole rats in a community. Introduction. Naked mole rats are a special mammal. Unlike other mammals, they are eusocial. This means they live in colonies like bees and ants. Most of the naked mole rats in a colony are workers. They work to support the colony. A queen runs the colony. She is the only female of the colony that has babies. Naked mole rats are also interesting because they live long lives. They can live up to 37 years. That is 33 years longer than mice. Their bodies don't show signs of aging either, and they don't get age-related diseases, such as heart disease and cancer. That's why naked mole rats are so interesting to scientists who study aging. Naked mole rats, like all organisms, have DNA. DNA is the special code that carries information about an individual. Researchers have found that DNA changes with aging. They also know that these changes happen at specific locations along the DNA code. Scientists can use changes in DNA to create a type of clock. This clock can tell us an individual's age based on DNA, rather than changes to the body. We call this an epigenetic clock. These clocks are very accurate for mammals, including humans. We created epigenetic clocks for naked mole rats. We then used these clocks to see what happens to naked mole rats as they age. We also looked at how the aging of a typical naked mole rat compares to the queens. Here is a photo of a naked mole rat. Fun fact, naked mole rats don't drink water. Instead, they get all the hydration they need from their plant-based diet. Methods. We collected 11 different tissue samples from naked mole rats, giving us 382 DNA samples in total. Here in Figure 1, you can see the number of DNA samples obtained from each tissue type. On the x-axis, you can see the individual tissue types. From left to right, you can see adipose, blood, brain, the cerebellum, brain, the cerebral cortex, heart, kidney, liver, lung, muscle, skin, and spleen. On the y-axis, you can see the number of DNA samples that were collected from each tissue type. The scientists made 4 specific clocks from the tissue types that had the highest number of DNA samples. Using data from the graph, which 4 tissues did they use? These naked mole rats were between 0 and 26 years old. We analyzed these DNA samples for changes. Then we made the epigenetic clocks. We made these clocks by matching the age of the naked mole rat with the amount of DNA changes it had. We designed an epigenetic clock for 4 different kinds of tissue. These parts of the body were the blood, kidney, liver, and skin. We created another epigenetic clock that works for the entire naked mole rat body. Once we had naked mole rat epigenetic clocks, we created 2 new clocks. These clocks linked aging in naked mole rats to humans. Then we found the places on the DNA code where changes occurred. Finally, we analyzed DNA from different naked mole rat queens. We also analyzed samples from worker naked mole rats. Then we used our epigenetic clocks to compare how fast queens and workers age. Here's figure 1 again. Results. We created 5 epigenetic clocks for naked mole rats. These clocks showed that naked mole rats experience DNA changes with age. We also compared the DNA changes for queens and worker naked mole rats. We found 237 DNA changes that were different. The difference in DNA changes told us that naked mole rat queens age more slowly than worker naked mole rats. Discussion. We learned that naked mole rats do age on a DNA level like other mammals. That's important because certain health conditions occur when there's fast DNA aging. But the bodies of naked mole rats don't appear to age. That means they aren't getting these health conditions. Why? It is possible that naked mole rats' bodies have figured out ways to prevent these health conditions. We need to do more research to figure out why the 2 types of aging don't match. The location of the DNA changes in the naked mole rats was also important. It helped us predict how these changes might affect what happens inside the body of a naked mole rat. The comparison of the DNA from queens and workers was also helpful. It told us that the queens age more slowly. It also helped us hypothesize why they age at a slower rate. But we need to do more research to figure out how the job of a naked mole rat affects their aging. Studying aging in naked mole rats is an important way to understand aging in humans. We hope other scientists can take what we learned about naked mole rats and apply it to humans. Conclusion. Scientists like us will continue looking for ways to keep humans healthy even into old age. In the meantime, you can stay healthy by eating nutritious foods. Make sure to include pulses, fruit, and vegetables in your diet. These foods provide your body with vitamins and minerals. You need vitamins and minerals to stay healthy. You also want to be active and get plenty of rest. And don't forget to keep a positive attitude whenever you can. Taking good care of your mind and body can help you stay healthy as you age. Thank you for listening to this recording. Visit our website, sciencejournalforkids.org, for more free science teaching resources.